you love Halloween and horror? Welcome to TERROR29 TV, where we go over everything Halloween, from makeup tutorials, DIY projects, behind the scenes, and more. On this episode, Cass is going to teach us how to properly use spirit gum and use it with a prosthetic appliance.
Hey Terror fans, on today's episode of TERROR29 TV, I'm going to show you how to use spirit gum, proper application and removal. We're going to actually use a prosthetic that I've made in the past. Today I'll be using some of my favorite types of makeup to give it some really cool detail. Evie is going to be our makeup model again, so welcome back and let's get to it. We're gonna pick a prosthetic. I'm gonna let Evie pick one. I actually, like I said, I made these in the past. It's a silicone compound mix, and one is a slash we actually had used in our haunt by one of our zombies. And this is one that Frank used to wear every once in a while. It's a bite mark. It's supposed to be like a zombie bite. So, Evie, which one would you like to use? The bite mark. Awesome choice. It's gonna look really cool. I think, because, you know, you be trying to shield yourself from a zombie, I think a bit on your arm, it's going to look really cool. Spirit gum is tricky. Some people will try and just, splash it right on and use it. There actually is a little bit of a curing process that you need to have happen. I've found for myself, personally, it works better to start with your prosthetic or whatever you're trying to glue to your skin. And then, we decided to go like this, yeah, okay. Then you're gonna place it on the skin. It's one of those things you want to use the right amount. Too much, it's gonna take too long to dry. Too little, it dries and you just don't have any adhesion. You don't have any actual glue there. So, like I said, there's a curing process. You have to wait until it stops being so liquidy and starts getting sticky. It's kind of silly. You're going to actually start touching it, and that's not ready yet. You're going to start letting it go. It's not ready yet. So what I like to do is get a little fan, depending on what kind of time you have. In the haunt season, we don't have a lot of time. So the process, you have to, move it along a little bit. Start to feel it, because it'll start to, see that? You actually start to get that, starts to get a little sticky feeling, starts to pull your skin. So to me, that's actually getting pretty close. This prosthetic that I've used in the past, you can see there's a little blood on there, but I've cleaned it, down dish soap, and then I sanitize it with 99% alcohol. Because it's silicone, it's reusable. You can make really cool wounds out of liquid latex and scar wax. There's those options, but a lot of time they're one-time use. So I like to use the prosthetics. We're gonna put some detail on that, because that's already looking pretty cool. Yeah, you can move it, right? Like move your wrist. Stays on pretty good. All right, we're gonna let that dry for just a few more minutes, and then we're gonna do some of the details. All right, so now that that's dry and it's sticking on there really good, we're gonna put some detail on there. First, I'm going to put some blending, some flesh color. So I want it to not show. I'm gonna be using my Ben Nye Death Wheel. Now I'm going to switch types of makeup. I want to do a little bit of setting. So I'm taking our color, it's our color set powder. It's Mayron. It's a translucent setting powder, so you can use it on colors. Clown white is what I use it on, actually, my clown makeup. It helps set the makeup. It makes it so it doesn't smear as much once you get the coloration that you're going for. I'm going to use a little bit of my Skin Illustrator Onset palettes, and alcohol activated paint set that I really like to use for lots of different things. I just want to get some color. The thing about this 99% alcohol is that once you put it on something, it's not really supposed to come off until you remove it with 99% alcohol. So okay, that's dry enough. I want to apply some of my most favorite stuff. Fleet Street Bloodworks Blood. Take a Q-tip on my pointed tips. This is the dark. Messy zombie bit you. There we go. Let that dry, and then you're good to go. So now that we really love it, let's remove it. So, spirit gum remover. It is something that really, if you're going to be using spirit gum, you got to use. You have to. It hurts. Frank will tell you. What were you saying? It was like feeling like it was pinching. So, yeah, you just get it under there. As soon as you start to get it on where the spirit gum was, it will remove it. You'll need to use more once, if you've worn the prosthetic for a long time. I didn't have to use a lot today because so it came right off. And you can see. You're going to have some residue, so be prepared to actually use a little extra just to get that residue off. And that's it for this episode of TERROR29 TV. Thanks for And that's it for this episode.
We're over it. We're done.
And that's it for this episode of TERROR29 TV. Thanks for joining us. Evie, thanks for being our makeup model again. We went over the proper application, proper removal of spirit gum, the Mayron brand that we have available. If you have any other questions, want to see the product for yourself, you can visit terror29.com. We'll see you guys in Ghouls next time.
No, it's TERROR29 TV.
No.
No.
I know.
Ah!